Valley Sports Radio is on the air from Milson French Court at Strasburg High School in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the high school basketball game of the week, as tonight we've got the Bull Run District semifinals as the Strasburg girls host the Clarke County Eagles. Tonight's coverage of high school basketball here on Valley Sports Radio is brought to you by Frog's Garage, Wholesome Butcher, Kern Motor Company, First Bank, Criswell in Woodstock, Rockingham Co-op of Strasburg, and Edinburgh Motors. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be with you here tonight as we get ready for a good one here in the Bull Run District Tournament. As the Strasburg Rams host the Clarke County Eagles. Strasburg comes in as the number 1 seed here in the Bull Run District Tournament. Meanwhile, Clarke County is the number 5 seed. Ball is in the air, possessed by the Eagles, and we're underway from Strasburg as Clarke County quickly gets into their offense. Into the corner, Celine Good, back across to Kaya Williams, and McCavish has a wide open look up top, and she drills it from downtown. Elena McCavish gets the Eagles on the board quickly, and they get a steal on the inbound, and it's quickly 5-0. McCavish able to finish the layup after Garrell turned it over in the backcourt. Clarke County with their full court pressure, but this time Strasburg beats it, and they get into their half-court offense. Again, tonight it's going to be a challenge without Macy Smith. We'll see if the Rams are able to step up here against a tough Clarke County team. Rams getting a little bit too far outside. Now they get inside. Ball is tipped under the basket, knocked out of bounds, and that was off the hands of Addison Morgan, and it's going to be Clarke County ball. So a 3 and an easy layup on a steal for McCavish just 1 minute into this game. Clarke County ball. McCavish goes to Beard. Into the corner, it's Kaya Williams. Williams can beat you with the three-point ball. Into the corner, McCavish, and it's taken away by Avery Hart as she jumps into the passing lane as she gets it to Garrell. Garrell, the point guard, averaging 8.7 points per game. Into the corner, it's Stinnett back up top of the key. Addison Morgan. Morgan going to dribble out once and get it to Garrell. Garrell being covered by Celine Good. And going for Avery Hart, it's stolen by Clarke's Kaya Williams. Williams all the way, she loses the ball out of bounds, but getting a hand on it was Garrell. So it will stay with Clarke with 6:28 to go in this first quarter. Clarke inbounding behind the basket. Williams looking, still looking, finally gets it into Celine Good. Good to the post. Here's Bailey Beard. Beard kicks it out to McCavish. Another wide open look for Elena, and she knocks it down again. Elena McCavish from downtown. She's 3 for 3 from the field, and it's 8-0 already. Clarke up on the Rams. Stinnett in trouble. She gets it out to Garrell. Garrell going to cross over outside the perimeter, picks up her dribble. She's in trouble, has to go to Tinley Rusher. Rusher has it poked away by McCavish, but she gets it back. She crosses half court and gets it past McCavish into the corner, Stinnett. Head coach of the Rams, Kelly Stinnett, was trying to call a timeout. They didn't give it to her, and now she's just going to let them play it out. Stinnett, long 2 from the corner. That's no good. She gets her own rebound. She loses it, picks it back up, goes to Hart. Hart to Garrell. Garrell thought about a 3, but she'll drive in, and she gets blocked. Monster rejection by Simmons McDonald. Here come the Eagles now. She goes to Williams. Williams down to the post. It's Bailey Beard. Layup is no good, a little bit too strong, but she's fouled. And 2 free throws coming up for Clarke County's Bailey Beard. Great start here for the Clarke County Eagles, up 8-0, 5:27 to go in the first. 2 free throws coming up for the Eagles. McCavish, all 8 so far for Clarke. First free throw from Bailey Beard is no good. Clarke County comes in averaging 55 points per game. They allow 38 on the defensive side. Meanwhile, Strasburg, about the same. They average a little bit less, actually. They average 53 a game and only give up 35. So these are 2 very similar teams, although their records are quite different. Second free throw from Bailey Beard is good. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. And it's 9-0 in Clarke County. Strasburg in trouble again, and they get it taken away. It's Devin McDonald. The ball goes flying down the floor, after a bump by the Rams, no call. And now they get the steal in the corner. Here's Kaya Williams. She has it driving baseline. Off the foot of Gurrell, out of bounds. And Strasburg continues to struggle here early. 2 substitutions for the Rams as Avery Hart and Tinley Rusher will take a seat. Kinley Arnold and Hannah Mariner into the game for the Rams. Clarke triggers in, gets it to Good. Good to McCavish. Here's Simmons McDonald across court to Kaya Williams. She'll drive, pick up the dribble. McCavish, another 3, and she knocks down her 3rd tray on 3 tries. Elena McCavish with 11 early points, not even 4 minutes into the game. It's 12-0 Clarke, and we've got a turnover in the backcourt on the Rams. So the Rams have to figure it out quickly as Clarke County is firing on all cylinders. Here's Simmons McDonald underneath. Her shot gets blocked, and Gurrell comes out with the rebound for Strasburg. She's going to push on Kaya Williams. Another double team trap. It's out of bounds and off of Clarke. Clarke County is doing an incredible job with the double team, and we've got a timeout, Strasburg. Kelly Stinnett is going to take a full timeout, and we will take it as well. 12-0 Clarke, 4:20 to go in the first. We're back after this on Valley Sports Radio. Back to Strasburg. Kyle Gutschall with you here from Milson French Court at Strasburg High School here in the Girls Bull Run District semifinals. Disastrous start for Strasburg early. They're down 12-0, but they have the basketball here against Clarke County. In the corner, it's Arnold. And Kinley Arnold, the freshman guard-forward combo, throws it off the hands of Clarke and out of bounds. It will stay with the Rams. Strasburg trying to get on the board here. They get it into Stinnett. She gets a wide-open 3. It's in and out, no good. And rebounded by Gurrell, and she has it taken away by Clarke. Here comes Celine Good. The 5'4" senior guard's going to pull it out and go to McCavish. Here's Williams. Williams going to pull the 3. That's off the front of the rim. Just got a piece, but rebounded by Celine Good, and Clarke keeps the possession alive. McCavish outside. She drives, and she misses her first shot of the night. Rebounded by the Rams, and then they turn it over as Addison Morgan throws it away. Williams to McDonald, and she misses the shot. No good, and Strasburg this time pulls the rebound, and they will take it down to the half court. Gurrell, crossover on Good. Layup too strong. Put back by Mariner is good. Hannah Mariner able to get the shot to go after the miss. And Strasburg's on the board. It's 12-2. Here's Williams for 3. No good for Clarke. Rebound, no good by McDonald, and she dribbles out of bounds. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be Strasburg. It's going to be Clarke's ball off the hands of Strasburg. Substitution for Clarke checking in will be Cadence Roberts, a 5'8" junior guard, checking in for Devin Simmons McDonald. Clarke triggers in. It's Williams. She gets it into McCavish. McCavish going to drive, kick it to the corner for Celine Good. Pump fake, back to McCavish in the post, back to Good. Passing it around the three-point arc. Cross-court pass to McCavish. Driving on Stinnett. Back to Williams. Her contested 3 is in and out. Battle for the rebound. Mariner comes down with it. Tosses it to Gurrell. And Strasburg gets another stop on defense. It's 12-2. Clarke's defense has been spectacular so far. Strasburg wanting a foul on Williams way outside, but no call. Clarke definitely handsy. But if the officials aren't going to call it, you may as well keep doing it. With it, it is Arnold for the Rams, getting it to the post. Gurrell tries to go up with it. She's blocked, gets her own rebound. Going up is Mariner off the backboard and in. Hannah Mariner with another shot off the glass, off the offensive rebound. It's 12-4, 4 unanswered points in a row for the Rams. Clarke ball down low. In trouble, and turning it over is Cadence Roberts. Here come the Rams. Gurrell in trouble, and we've got a reflection out of bounds. A deflection out of bounds. The Rams hold possession. And Stinnett will get it into Gurrell. Gurrell was right over here near me, the scores table, and she's saying that she got reached in on, but no call. Still only one foul in this entire first quarter for either team, and that was on Strasburg. Gurrell, wide open three, no good. Rebounded by Stinnett. Another offensive board for the Rams. They continue to dominate on the rebounding side on offense. Here's Addison Morgan outside the line. Gets it to Gurrell. McCavish covering Gurrell. Screen. She's going to get past her. Goes up. And we've got a foul. I believe that's on the floor. It'll be the first foul on Clarke County. 12-4 Eagles. 1:22 to go in the first quarter. We've got a score update from Shenandoah. Page County leads Central 46-45. 4:09 to go in the fourth. Central lost their only matchup in Shenandoah this year. And we've got a foul on the floor, which actually hurt Strasburg because Addison Morgan would have had a wide open layup. Instead, the whistle blew right when they got it in, and it was a foul. Here's Mariner off the inbound. Her putback is no good. Another putback by the Rams, no good, as Addison Morgan couldn't get it to go. And here come the Eagles. 1:20 to go here. Clock. And the ball is out of bounds. Actually going to get a foul before it went out of bounds, so it'll be McCavish. First free throw by Elena McCavish is good as she shot it strong. It went straight up in the air and found a way to ricochet in. McCavish with 12 early points tonight, looking for number 13. She can't get it to go. Too strong off the back iron, rebounded by the Rams. 13-4 the score. Strasburg fell behind early, 11-0, trying to inch back without Macy Smith tonight due to injury. As Gurrell goes up with the shot, she is fouled, and it's going to be on the floor. So that is foul number 2 on Clarke County's Cadence Roberts, who just came into the game about a minute and a half ago. Gurrell looks to get it in. She gets it into Morgan. Layup good. Addison Morgan receives the inbound pass and makes it look easy. It's 13-6. Clarke County's lead is starting to dissipate a bit. Here's Celine Good on the elbow. She gets stripped but picks it back up. Outside the volleyball line, it's Williams. Here's McCavish driving, kicks it back up top to Williams. McCavish pump fake, driving all the way to the hoop. Left-hand layup, no good. She gets the own rebound, and the shot is no good. McCavish missed it, got her own rebound, went back up with it, and drew the foul. She'll get 2 more free throws here with 33.9 to go in the first. First one from McCavish is good. 13 first quarter points. Gurrell will take a seat. And Tinley Rusher checks it back into the game for the Strasburg Rams. Second one from McCavish, too strong. Ball ricochets into the corner, rebounded by the Rams. It's Stinnett. Stinnett goes to Arnold. They're still in the backcourt, need to try to get it across the timeline. Stinnett gets it across, 25 seconds to go, and we've got a backcourt violation on Jaden Stinnett. She just lost focus on where she was as she stepped on the line and turns it back over. Clarke will get it with 21.8 to go in the first, up 14-6. McCavish setting up the offense. She goes to Haley Fultz, who just checked into the game. Driving baseline, good. Pull-up jumper from about 4 feet out is good. And it's 16-6. 5 seconds to go here in the first. Strasburg's trying to get it across. 2 seconds, now 1. A half-court heave at the buzzer is no good. And after one from Strasburg, Clarke County 16 and Strasburg 6. We will break and return for the second quarter right after this. You're listening to the Bull Run District Tournament right here on Valley Sports Radio. Back to Strasburg as the Rams ready to inbound to start the second quarter. They trail Clarke County 16-6. Slow start to the game. They were down 11-0. Inched back a little bit, but Clarke County ended the half on a 4-0 run. Rams in their half-court offense. Clarke has played great defense tonight as Stinnett gets a pretty good look after an over-commitment on defense by McCavish, but missed the shot out of bounds, and Clarke County has it. Central girls down 54-49 with about 25 seconds to go in the fourth in Shenandoah, so it appears that Page will pull the upset and defeat Central as Clarke County hits another one. Haley Foltz off the bench knocks down the tray, and it's 19-6 Clarke. Rams basketball. Outside with it, it's Mariner. Mariner going to drive all the way. Her floater is no good. Offensive board by Tenley Rusher. Gets it to Addison Morgan. Morgan blocked by Kyle Williams. And rebounded by the Eagles. Here they come. McCavish gets a look at a three. Misses her first three of the night. Putback is no good by Clarke. Another putback, and it does fall this time. Haley Foltz with another basket. She's got 5. And it's 21-6 Clarke County. Eagles with the basketball. Strasburg with the basketball. It's Stinnett in the corner. Strasburg trying to find something and find it soon as this thing is quickly spiraling out of control early. Morgan to the corner. It's Gurrell. Gurrell in trouble. Clarke County's defense has not let up yet in this one. It's Rusher. Rusher finds the cutting Gurrell, and Emily's foul going to the basket. She'll shoot 2 with 6:25 to go in the second. That is the second foul on Celine Good. First free throw from Emily Gurrell is good. First points of the night for Gurrell. Second free throw is all net. 2 of 2, trip to the line. For the Rams. 21-8, Clarke County basketball, and turning it over is Haley Foltz, trying to get it to McCavish, and stepping in front was Addison Morgan. Rams with the ball. Gurrell into the corner, Stinnett. She's going to pump fake and drive by Good. Her floater from the baseline's no good, and McCavish gets the rebound. Here comes McCavish. She's going to dribble past Strasburg defenders, picks up her dribble. She's in trouble, and oh my. Hold on a second. Oh, they're going to call a foul. A foul is called. Oh my goodness. McCavish bailed out as she picked up her dribble and traveled. They call a foul somewhere on Addison Morgan. That is not good at all. Clarke still has possession. That was the second foul on Morgan. Corner. Here's another three. This time it's too long, an air ball for for Haley Foltz, and a foul in the backcourt. And they're going to get that foul on Devin Simmons-McDonald, her first, team second here in the second. 21-8, Clarke, 5:35 to go here in the second. Morgan outside the perimeter, going to dribble to the right, nearly taken away by McCavish. Well, we've got a final score from Shenandoah. Page County pulls the seeded upset over Central, 54-51. Similar to the last time Central lost at Page, they had a lead and couldn't finish it. As Strasburg gets it down low, and Addison Morgan airballs the layup from underneath the hoop. It's rebounded by Clarke. So Central is knocked out of the Bull Run District tournament. And the winner of this game will play Page County. Rams with the rebound. They push the other way. Gurrell spinning, finishing. And it's back to an 11-point game. 4:55 to go in the second. And a turnover in the corner. A little bit of energy building up here in Strasburg after a slow start for the Rams. Arnold into the game for the Strasburg Rams. Celine Good also back in for Clarke County. And Courtney Pascal into the game for Clarke. Strasburg ball down by 11. Driving, Hannah Mariner, left-hand layup off the glass. She does it again. Mariner with 6 points off the bench, and we've got a timeout as Strasburg has some momentum here in the second quarter. It'll be a 30-second timeout by Regina Downing and the Eagles. Downing in her 11th season at the helm with Clarke County. Again, last year, the Eagles were 25-6, so they already have more losses this year than they did last year. They are the Class 2 champions, and they're trying to get back there again this year, coming in on a 3-game winning streak. Meanwhile, Strasburg on a 2-game winning streak, but without the best player arguably in the region, and Macy Smith. So Strasburg on a little bit of a run here. They were down 16-6 after one. So Strasburg on a 6-5 run here in the second after they fell behind even further. So they're trying to inch closer, keep this thing close, and give themselves a chance down the stretch. McCavish with it for the Eagles. Goes to the corner. Williams thought about a three, but thought better of it and tucked it down. Back to the corner. She's going to drive baseline. Gets it off and turns it over. Tried to find Bailey Beard, but getting in the lane and taking it away was Tinley Rusher. So the Rams have it. It's Stinnett. Stinnett to Garrell. Garrell thinking three, but just a pump fake. Goes to Riley Arnold. Arnold into the corner to Tinley Rusher. Rusher in trouble. She's going to drive under the hoop, and she stepped out of bounds. Celine Good once again back into the game for Clarke, along with Cadence Roberts. As Simmons McDonald and I believe Haley Foltz will take a seat. Clarke ball, Celine Good in the corner. Strasburg in a zone defense. Passing it around the arc. Three by McCavish. No good. Fighting for the ball. Clarke gets the rebound. Celine Good goes to Williams. Back to the corner. Good. Wide open look. It's an air ball. Well too strong. And rebounded by Hannah Mariner. Mariner has been really good tonight off the bench for the Rams. She's got 6 points, probably 4 or 5 rebounds. As we've got 3:15 to go here in the second. Stinnett to Garrell out near the volleyball line. Garrell going to drive on Good. Crossover, in trouble. Gets it off to Rusher. Rusher back to Garrell. Trying to get it down low, but Clarke's still playing good defense. Here's Stinnett, a long pull up too. It's an air ball out of bounds off of the Rams. Rams going to back off and not going to use any full court press here. Clarke County gets it across. It's McCavish at the extended free throw line. Williams drives, floater off the rim, no good. And rebounded by Garrell. Another empty trip by the Eagles. Strasburg trying to take advantage. Garrell turns it over, trying to find Mariner under the basket. 2:29 to go in the second. Clarke County ball. Again, this is the third matchup between these two teams this season. Strasburg won both of the prior matchups. McCavish goes in on 4 defenders and gets it to go off the glass. Nice touch by Elena McCavish. She's got 15 of the 23 for the Eagles. Back to an 11-point lead for Clarke. Strasburg gets it across. They just haven't had any rhythm in this offense without Macy Smith. Really the only shot creation tonight has been by Garrell. Stinnett in trouble, almost didn't get it away in time, but she gets it to Garrell underneath the hoop. Garrell with a nice floater from a foot out. Emily with 6 points tonight. She has stepped up so far for the Rams. Here's Celine Good, wide open three. It's short off the front of the rim and rebounded by the Rams. Here comes Garrell pushing it the other way. Williams on her. Garrell now with her left hand, going to back it out about 3 feet beyond the perimeter. Goes to Mariner. Middle of the court wide open, and Mariner just chucks it out of bounds, intended for Stinnett. You can tell both teams are absolutely winded out there right now, as both teams typically play at a higher pace than most. And it starts to get to you at some point. Clarke County ball. McCavish drives, left-hand floater off the glass, no good. She gets her own rebound, puts it up, and finishes it. 17 for McCavish here in the first half. She's outpacing the Rams by herself. Under a minute to go here in the first. Arnold gets it across, goes for Mariner, off the hands of the Eagles and out of bounds. Strasburg retains possession. And thank you for joining us here. Game 2 on our Valley Sports Radio airwaves tonight here in the Bull Run District semifinals, Clarke and Strasburg. Clarke leads 25-14, 45 seconds to go here in the second as Gurrell misses the layup, and it's rebounded by the Eagles. Williams, left hand toss down to McCavish. McCavish quickly down low and turns it over. Throws it right to Stinnett for the Rams. Stinnett goes to Gurrell. Gurrell down the floor. Her layup is no good. As it rolls off the rim. And that'll be 2 free throws for Gurrell with 32.7 to go in the second. Emily 2 for 2 from the line tonight. One thing that Strasburg really prides themselves on is their free throw shooting. They were 19 of 20 last Friday night against Central en route to their impressive 54-38 win. Gurrell hits the first. She's got 7. Second one from the point guard is all net. 8 points for her, 4 of 4 from the line. Back to a 9-point game, 25-16. 26 seconds to go here in the second quarter. McCavish sets up the offense for Clarke County. It's Roberts, goes to Williams. Back to Roberts, back to Williams. Just passing it around the arc, trying to drain some clock. Williams going to drive from the free throw line. Her jump shot is good as it finds a way to sit down. Her first points of the night. 3 seconds to go. Strasburg pushes. Gurrell gets the rebound. Her shot at the buzzer is no good as she lost the handle for a second. And that will do it for the first half of play here from Strasburg. A strong first half for Clarke County as the Rams are hurting a little bit without their star guard, Macy Smith. We're at the half here in Strasburg. Clarke County 27 and Strasburg 16. We will step away and come back. And when we do come back, we will recap the first half and talk about some other sporting events going on around the area and also at the professional and collegiate levels. Clarke leads it at the half. We will return right after this. You're listening to high school basketball in the Bull Run District Tournament on Valley Sports Radio. We are ready to go here in the second half as Clarke County possesses the basketball up by 11, and they nearly turn it over on the opening possession. Here's McCavish. She gets a wide open three. It's no good. And Tinley Rusher has the rebound for the Rams. Can't count Strasburg out of this one. They can get hot in a hurry. They just need some players to step up in the void, even though it's impossible to replace Smith. Got to try to do something. Here's a nice driving baseline layup, good by Kinley Arnold as she gets the shot to go. And Strasburg off to a good start here in the second half. Back down to a 9-point lead for Clarke. McCavish has it stripped away. Oh my, they're going to call a jump ball. It'll be Strasburg's ball regardless, but there's no way that's a jump ball right there. They had that ball stripped away out of her hands. Been a couple of calls tonight that have gone against Strasburg, but they do have the ball as Gurrell tries to drive by Celine Good. Good defense by Good. Pardon the pun. It is Stinnett with it at the extended free throw. She drives, nice layup, and she gets it to go. First points of the night for Jaden Stinnett. 4-0 run to start the second half for the Rams. It's down to a 7-point lead for Clarke. It's good, cross court to McCavish. She drives baseline, goes up strong. Her layup no good, tipped around, still battling for it. Clarke gets the offensive rebound, and then it's taken away by Gurrell, and Addison Morgan took a very, very hard fall, and she is holding her head. and holding the back of her head, and she is in tears. So the trainer going to go out to check on Addison Morgan. And we've got a flagrant foul being called on Clarke County. It's going to be on McCavish. They're going to charge a flagrant one on McCavish. McCavish must have really gotten a piece of Morgan. Addison went flying on the floor down in the corner where we could, tough view from my vantage point. And let's see, Strasburg going to get free throws. And they're going to send Garrell to the free throw line to shoot. So now the official's going to say Morgan has to shoot the free throws. Okay. I think these are just, I don't know. Okay, so Morgan is going to get the free throws here after she just went flying on the floor, hitting the back of her head. Free throw is good by Addison Morgan. She's fighting off the tears out there on the floor. I mean, it was a heck of a noise with her going flying, but again, it was tough to see from my vantage point. Second one is good. She hits both free throws, and she will check out of the game with 6:35 to go in the third to get checked on. But meanwhile, Strasburg now on a 6-0 run here to start this third quarter. And they have the ball. Stinnett will go football toss down the court. Arnold gets to the ball. She goes up. Her layup is no good. A lot of contact. No foul call. Fans here in Strasburg can't believe it. Here comes Clarke the other way, and Garrell steps in front of the pass by Good. It's stolen away. Garrell in trouble, and a timeout is called by Garrell as she was in the backcourt and had nowhere to go. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we will take it as well. So a good start to this third quarter for the Rams as Addison Morgan's about to check back into the game for the Rams. Had points by Stinnett, Garrell, and Morgan. Arnold, Stinnett, and Morgan here in this third quarter. Meanwhile, Clarke, they're trying to get off the schneid as they have not scored yet in this third quarter. And if you're just joining us, Macy Smith not playing tonight for Strasburg due to a back injury she's been dealing with. But Strasburg back within 5 here early in the third quarter. Rams have the ball. They will get it in. Stinnett to Garrell. One-on-one in the backcourt as Garrell tries to get past Celine Good. Good with some good defense. And Garrell goes to Morgan. Morgan has it taken away from her by Celine Good. One-on-one. Good's layup is no good, but she's fouled. Addison Morgan reached in. Emily Garrell reached in. 2 free throws coming up for Good. 6:04 to go in the third. Free throw from Good is off the mark. Second one coming up as the 5'4" senior guard shoots the free throw and gets it to go. She's got 3 points tonight. First point of the night, or first point of the half for Clarke. 6-point deficit for the Rams. Garrell in the backcourt. Finally gets it across and goes to Morgan. Addison Morgan dribbles. And it's taken away by McCavish as she stays on the floor down the far sideline all the way up. Her layup is no good. Great defense by Stinnett. And now here come the Rams the other way. It's Rusher. Rusher goes to Arnold. Arnold will heave it up, and it's good. From 6 feet out, right outside the block. Kinley Arnold with 4 points in the second half. 28-24, Clarke. McCavish with the basketball for the Eagles. She goes to Beard into the corner. Driving baseline, back to Beard. And it's McCavish. Drives all the way, wide open left-hand layup is good. Defense right there for Strasburg just fell apart. Just standing around with their hands in their pockets. Too easy for McCavish. She's got 19. It's 30-24. 5 minutes to go in the third. Arnold in the corner. Drives. Picks up her dribble. Finds Stinnett on the short baseline. Back to Arnold. Tries to go down low with it and turns it over. Intended for Rusher. Clarke with some momentum. McCavish down the floor. Goes to Good into the corner. It is Cadence Roberts. Roberts is going to back it out near the timeline and get it to the 6-foot sophomore guard, Elena McCavish. Strasburg fans wanted to walk on McCavish, didn't get it into the corner. It's Roberts driving. Her layup is too strong, no good, but she draws the foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Cadence Roberts, the 5'8" junior guard. 4:23 left here in the third. First foul on Tinley Rusher. Second team foul, the third for the Rams. First one from Roberts, too strong, no good. Hannah Mariner back into the game for the Rams. Second one, good. Roberts 1 of 2 from the line. As Clarke full court pressuring in the back court, nearly taken away. Gurrell gets to it though. Crosses over Good at the timeline, gets to the volleyball line, behind the back dribble, drives, and she gets fouled. They finally call the foul. Frustration from Emily Gurrell as she's been getting grabbed and hit pretty much all night long. They finally call one. That is the third foul on Celine Good. Haley Foltz back into the game for Clarke County. And Kaya Williams back in for Clarke. As the gym gets very quiet for some reason. Gurrell looks, gets it into Addison Morgan. Her layup no good. Off the hands of Clarke, and Strasburg will retain possession. Gurrell triggers into Mariner. Mariner from inside the free throw line. Too strong, no good. Addison Morgan with the offensive rebound. Her putback is good. Morgan fortunate she wasn't called for an over the back there, but she gets the shot to go. It's back to a 5-point deficit now as Strasburg continues to fight back here in the third. McCavish goes up. Her layup is no good. Too strong off the backboard. And cleared out by the Rams. 5-point lead for Clarke. Gurrell drives, spins. Her scoop layup, no good, but she's fouled. And 2 more free throws coming up for the Strasburg Rams. Two shots coming up for the sure-handed free throw shooter, Emily Gurrell, as she drains another one. Second one, good. 10 points for Gurrell. She's got 6 from the line, 6 of 6. And Strasburg can feel it as they're back within 3. They have come all the way back. They were down 11 at halftime, but they are getting closer here. McCavish with it for Clarke. She's in trouble, and we've got a travel. And the crowd goes wild as the official under the basket called a foul somehow, but then the official over on the sideline near us called the travel, and the crowd went absolutely bonkers as they finally got one called on McCavish. (31-28) Rams basketball. Mariner goes up. Shot no good, but it's deflected out of bounds, and Strasburg holds on to it. 3:11 to go in the third. Rams trailing Clarke 31-28. Garrell looks to fire it in for the Rams. Finally gets it into Stinnett. Stinnett with 2 points tonight. She crosses over on Haley Foltz, gets it to Mariner. Hannah Mariner drives, loses the handle. It's taken by Kaya Williams and then stolen from Williams. Shot no good by Arnold of the Rams, and this time Clarke gets the rebound and holds on to it as they will bring it down the floor. Here comes Kaya Williams, the 5'5" senior guard, gets it to McCavish. Euro step baseline, no good. McCavish thought she was blocked, or fouled, I should say. Clarke County fans behind us are not happy at all, but I would say the calls have gone against Strasburg more than Clarke. Rams basketball. It's Stinnett in the corner. She hits the cutting Mariner. Left-hand layup is good. Hannah Mariner with 8 points off the bench, and we've got a timeout, Clarke County. And it's a full timeout. We will take it as well. Strasburg back within one. 2:19 to go in the third. We break and return after this here on Valley Sports Radio. And welcome back to Strasburg High School as things are tightening up here in the third quarter in the girls Bull Run District semifinals. The 5-seeded Clarke County Eagles have seen their lead dwindle all the way down to 1 point over the 1-seeded Strasburg Rams. Clarke County with the basketball as they try to get back on track here in the third. It was 27-16 at halftime. So a 14-4 run in this third quarter so far for the Rams. Clarke County has it. It's Haley Foltz into the corner, Kaya Williams. Williams has been quiet tonight. She's only got 2 points, and we've got a travel as Clarke turns it over. .202 to go in the third. The student section, although a bit abbreviated compared to usual, is now on their feet and chanting. Not what Clarke wanted to see, as they had been sitting down the entire game, but this crowd here in Strasburg starting to get up as their team is right back in this thing. It's Stinnett with it into the corner, Mariner. Strasburg trying to get their first lead of the night, but they turn it over. Williams gets the steal. McCavish drives, picks up the dribble, back out. Williams, wide open three, and she knocks it down. Big tray from Kaya Williams. As she hits her first three of the night, it's back to a 4-point lead for Clarke. 1:20 to go here in the third. Garrell at the point for the Rams. Goes to Arnold, into the corner, Stinnett. Passing it around the arc, into the short corner. Addison Morgan is blocked by Clarke's Haley Foltz, and here comes McCavish for Clarke. Kicks it to the corner. Williams, another wide open three, and she drills another one. Kaya Williams, back-to-back threes on back-to-back trips. From a 1-point game back to a 7-point game, as Clarke has had two big-time shots on two consecutive possessions. 37-30, 45 seconds to go here in the third, and another block. McCavish this time, as she blocks Hannah Mariner. 42 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Garrell gets it into Stinnett. Crosses over on Good. Corner, drives, Mariner, floater, good. Another great shot from Hannah Mariner as she floated in from the side of the rim. 37-32, Clarke ball, 25 seconds to go in the third. It's Williams at the free throw line, and she's got it stripped away. Stinnett down the court to Garrell. Emily Garrell, and she is blocked by Williams. Another rejection by the Eagles. Third consecutive possession that the Rams have been blocked. Kaya Williams, great defense. Rams hold possession with 16 seconds to go in the third. 37-32, and Garrell on the inbound off the backboard. Thought it went off the backboard, but Strasburg gets to hold possession. Garrell looking, surveying, running out of time. Football tosses it in. Stinnett makes the catch. 15 seconds to go in the third. It's Garrell. at the top of the key. She spins, she drives, layup, no good. Rebound, Mariner. She goes up and she's fouled on the shot with 4.5 seconds to go in the third. She'll take 2 free throws here at the end of the quarter. Second foul on Clarke County's Elena McCavish. 4th team foul. 2 free throws here for Hannah Mariner. Mariner averaging 3.5 rebounds per game. Her first free throw is no good. Second free throw for Hannah Mariner is good. She's got 11 off the bench. 4.5 seconds to go here in the third. Williams with it, crosses half court from the volleyball line. Her shot is no good. And that'll do it here in the third. Well, Strasburg battles back. They got back within 1. But after 3, Clarke leads it 37-33. We take a break and come back for the fourth here on Valley Sports Radio. We go to the fourth as this game between Strasburg and Clarke has tightened up. Strasburg back within 4. 8 minutes to go as we get ready to begin the fourth quarter here on Valley Sports Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Game 2 of our doubleheader here tonight. Central falling in game 1 to Page County, 54-51. As Clarke has it to start the quarter, and Elena McCavish is blocked by Strasburg to start the quarter. Rams have the basketball, down 37-33. Arnold goes to Morgan, off the hands, out of bounds. Clarke County ball. Addison Morgan didn't really even have a chance on that one because there were 3 bodies down there. Great defense by Clarke. Eagles with the basketball. Kaya Williams hitting 2 big threes there at the end of the quarter to open things back up a little bit for Clarke after she started quiet. Here's a 3 for the Eagles, too strong by Haley Foltz and rebounded by the Rams. Clarke still in their zone defense, and again, trying to get it down low. Mariner gets fouled. It'll be the first foul of the fourth quarter. And they're going to get it on Devin Simmons-McDonald, her second of the night. Strasburg would love an easy one here on the inbound as Stinnett gets it to the corner. Garrell, pump fake. Back to Stinnett, top of the key. She backs it out, crosses over, back to the wing. Garrell, tough shot, no good. Off to the right, rebounded by the Eagles, and here they come. It is Simmons-McDonald dribbling it down off the hands of Garrell. Ball's loose on the baseline, and Madison Morgan picks it up for the Strasburg Rams and nearly turned over. A little bit too much rushing going on as Arnold has it outside. Kenley, the freshman guard, having to step up and play some minutes tonight in the absence of Smith. Garrell drives, loses it out of bounds. Off of her, it goes back to Clarke, and we've got a timeout here by Strasburg. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it right here. 6:28 to go in the fourth, 37-33. Clarke on top. As this thing continues to be played at a quicker and quicker pace, and you know, with Macy Smith out, the kind of player who stays in the entire game, Strasburg's had to change things up a little bit. Avery Hart got the start for the Rams, and I don't believe she has played since the first 2 or 3 minutes of this game, but we've seen a lot of Hannah Mariner. She has been great tonight off the bench with 11 points. And then Kenley Arnold, the freshman, has had to come in and play some minutes. She's got 4 points. So, you know, give credit to these Rams players for battling as hard as they can, trying to knock out the defending state champs here in the district tournament tonight. Clarke ball out of the timeout, up 37-33. It's McCavish into the corner. It is McDonald. She's in trouble and turns it over, going for McCavish. A ton of turnovers tonight from both of these teams. Here's a quick jumper from Stinnett, and she knocks it down. Jaden Stinnett hits the baseline jumper to make it a 2-point game with 5:55 to go here in the fourth. Again, Strasburg has not led in this game. Closest it's been is 0-0. McCavish goes up. Her shot is no good, and Strasburg gets the rebound. Rams have a chance to tie or take the lead here on this possession. It's Gurrell, and she loses it, but gets it back. Goes to Mariner. Quickly down low to Morgan. Her shot's no good, and she gets fouled on the floor with 5.5 to go in the fourth. Very aggressive try there from Hannah Mariner, whipping it down low. Oh, that's going to be a shooting foul. Okay. So a shooting foul here for Addison Morgan. She gets 2 free throws, a chance to tie it. Her first free throw is good. Addison Morgan with 7 points. It's 37-36. Strasburg within 1 here in the fourth. Again, the winner of this one will play Clarke County. Strasburg would host the winner of this would play Page County. Strasburg would host the Panthers as the second one is good. Tie game for the first time since the opening tip. 37-all. 5:20 to go in the fourth. Eagles with the ball. It's Williams. Williams to good at the top of the key. Back to Williams. Now across the perimeter to Haley Foltz. Into the corner, McCavish. She's going to drive. Pull-up jumper. Way too strong. No good. Rebounded by the Rams. A chance for the lead for the first time tonight. Gurrell to Mariner for the lead, and she airballs it. And a foul on the rebound. Thought Gurrell was going to try the 3 from the corner. Looked like she had a pretty good look, but she went to the baseline. And they airballed. Clarke ball. It's Celine Good outside, up top to McCavish. McCavish, left-hand dribble. Here's Good for 3. That's off the left side of the rim and rebounded by Arnold. Trying to get it across. Kaya Williams sticking right with her on defense and gets it to Gurrell. Gurrell going to drive. Layup for the lead. It's good. Emily Gurrell gives Strasburg their first lead of the night. They have come all the way back. Down double digits here in the third quarter. And we've got a timeout, Clarke, with 4:15 to go in the fourth. It's a full timeout, and we will take it as well. Strasburg 39, Clarke 37. Back after this on Valley Sports Radio. Strasburg 39, Clarke County 37. 4:15 to go in the fourth here in the Bull Run District semifinals. Kyle Gutschall with you here from Milson French Court in Strasburg. Things have turned around here as Clarke County now trails for the first time tonight. Out of the timeout, Celine Good drives down the lane, gets fouled, and her layup rimmed out. So she will get 2 free throws trying to tie this thing back up. And this is the first lead of the night for Strasburg. They started off down 7-0 before they finally scored, as Good's free throw is all net. And it's back to a 1-point lead for Strasburg. Strasburg in the third went on a nice run, got it down to 1, but couldn't tie or take the lead. But here in the fourth, they have the lead as the second free throw from Good is off the mark. Rebounded by Gurrell. We're under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. Strasburg 39, Clarke 38. Ram basketball. It's Kinley Arnold with it as she gets fouled driving to the hoop. That foul will be on Kaya Williams for the Eagles. Her first foul of the night. Couple players back in for the Eagles. Cadence Roberts and Bailey Beard. Rams will inbound, up by 1. 3:55 to go in the fourth. Gurrell gets it to Morgan in the corner. She's in trouble. Passes it to Stinnett. Back up top outside the perimeter to Gurrell. Gurrell taking her time, being covered by Bailey Beard. Clarke County back in the man-to-man defense, driving baseline and making the shot is Arnold. And a turnover on the other end as Clarke County just threw it right out of bounds. Kenley Arnold with the huge layup, and then when Clarke was trying to take it the other way, McCavish and Williams with miscommunication. And the Rams get the ball right back up 3 with 3:33 to go in the fourth. That's a big turnover there for Clarke. How about the job, though, by some of these bench players for Strasburg? Arnold with 6 points off the bench. Hannah Mariner with 11. Rams up 3. They get it in and turn it over. McCavish gets the steal, and we've got a foul in the backcourt as Gurrell reached in. They're going to get that on Emily Gurrell. That's her third, team's fourth, meaning one more foul the rest of the way, and Clarke will be at the free throw line. 3:25 to go in the fourth. Clarke down 41-38. Williams with it for the Eagles. She gets it up top to Cadence Roberts. Back to Williams onto the wing. It is McCavish. Williams thought about shooting a three, and she traveled. Picked up her dribble. Shuffled her feet, and it goes back to Strasburg. 3:12 to go in the fourth. 41-38, Rams inbound. Stinnett to Gurrell. Rams clear out, giving room to Gurrell as she sprints across half court with the basketball. Being defended by Celine Good. They go to Addison Morgan outside. Morgan going to dribble towards the corner, passes it to Stinnett. Stinnett now to Gurrell. Under 3 to go here in the fourth. Gurrell spins, crosses over, pulls up, just can't get it to go. A little bit too strong. And it's rebounded by McCavish. Here come the Eagles now, down 3. Williams for the tie. The shot is an air ball. As she smiles, and she knows that she missed it, obviously. Williams had a chance to tie it up and missed everything, and she was wide open too. Big break there for the Rams as they have the ball back. Up 3, 2:30 to go here in the fourth. The winner of this game moves on to the Bull Run District Championship on Friday night. Mariner drives, has it tipped away. Arnold picks it up and stolen in the corner by the Eagles. Ball ricochets around. McCavish breaks away. Wide open left-hand layup is good. Huge turnover there by the Rams, and it's back to a 1-point game with 2:05 to go here in the fourth. Rams get the layup to go as Stinnett breaks away, gets down low, and extends the lead back up to 3 and almost steals it away. Clarke in trouble, and it's loose, stolen by the Rams. Clarke turns it over. 1:39 to go here in the fourth. Rams up 3, 43-40. And they want to slow things down a little bit. In the corner, it is Arnold. Arnold tosses it back out to Stinnett. 1:20 to go in the fourth. As they're going to slow it down a little bit. Gurrell picks up her dribble. She's in trouble, and a timeout is called by Stinnett and the Rams with 1:14 to go in the fourth. Now it's a 60-second timeout. We will take it as well. We're back in 60 seconds from Strasburg. And we are back to Strasburg. 1:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Strasburg 43, Clarke County 40. Strasburg playing tonight without their star guard, Macy Smith, but yet they are leading the defending champs in Class 2 by 3 as they have come back from down double digits, and they have the ball. As Stinnett will look to inbound it for the Rams. She looks, still looks, finally gets it into Gurrell. 1:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tenley Rusher back into the game for the Rams. Rusher in trouble. She backs out, still in trouble. Looking, and gets it away to Gurrell. We're under a minute to go here in the fourth. Good covering Gurrell out near the timeline. Gurrell almost lost it, but she recovered. gets it to Arnold. And Clarke's trying to foul. They finally do as 15 extra seconds run off the clock. And Clarke County's head coach, Regina Downing, not happy that it took them that long. They're going to have to foul one more time here as Clarke had a foul to give. 45.5 to go in the fourth. And if you're Strasburg here, you've got to get the ball to Gurrell. She hasn't missed a free throw all night. And they do get it to her. Downing is telling her team they need to foul. They're still not fouling. Gurrell's in trouble, gets it to Arnold, and they foul Arnold. Oh, man, Clarke fortunate there as Strasburg did not have the ball in Gurrell's hands, who's been perfect from the line. Instead, it's going to be the freshman Arnold getting 2 free throws here. That foul was on Kaya Williams, her third of the game. 2 big free throws here for Arnold. The shot is no good. The first free throw off the mark, and it's still a 3-point game. Hannah Mariner checks into the game for Tinley Rusher. Big free throw coming up here. 43-40, Rams on top, 35 seconds to go. The freshman Kinley Arnold at the line. The second free throw is no good. It's in the air, and Strasburg gets the putback. They get the offensive board and go for the putback. It's no good. And Gurrell has the ball. Clarke's trying to foul. They cannot do so, and they finally do as a lot more time runs off the clock. Hannah Mariner will go to the line for 2. Fourth foul on Kaya Williams. Down to 19 seconds to go in this one. Strasburg still leading by 3. Arnold missed both free throws, but Clarke could not get the rebound as Strasburg pulled down the offensive board and pulled it out. Mariner to the line for 2. Her first free throw is all net. And it's a 4-point game. 12 points for Mariner off the bench. She has without a doubt been tonight's MVP for the Rams. Second one coming up. The lefty shoots. It's short. Rebounded by McCavish. Clock runs. 17 seconds to go in the fourth. She drives all the way. Her shot is blocked. Taken away underneath. The shot is good on the putback by Devin Simmons-McDonald. McCavish had her shot rejected, but Simmons-McDonald was there to get it, put it up and in, and it's back to a 2-point game here in the fourth quarter. And a full timeout, we will keep it right here. So Simmons-McDonald with her first points of the night. It's a 2-point game. What a job right there. As this one is coming down to the very last second. Going to have under 10 seconds to go here in the fourth. Clarke still has a timeout. And, man, that was huge right there. McCavish had to hurry down the floor. She had her shot blocked. But then Strasburg fell asleep at the wheel and allowed Clarke to get the rebound and the putback. And if you're Strasburg right here, you've got to get the ball in the hands of Gurrell. She's perfect from the line. She's 8 of 8. And speaking of 8 for 8, there are 8.8 seconds to go here in the fourth. So let's see who can execute down the stretch here. McCavish will be covering the inbounder, which is Stinnett. Strasburg's obviously going to try to get it to Gurrell. They go to Arnold in the corner, and they call the foul. Oh, my, for a second it looked like she may have stepped out of bounds, but they do call the foul. It's going to be on Elena McCavish, her fourth. So now McCavish and Williams have 4 personal fouls. And Strasburg gets 2 more free throws with 5.7 to go in the fourth. 44-42 Rams. Again, the freshman Kinley Arnold, who missed both free throws last time, will get 2 here. Trying to make it a 3-point game. Her first free throw is good. It's a 3-point game. And if she can make one here, it would seal the game. Regina Downing is going to try to ice the free throw shooter. It's a full timeout. 5.7 seconds to go. We're back here in Strasburg in 60 seconds. Excuse me. They only have a 30-second timeout left. We will be staying right here. So coming out of this timeout here in 30 seconds, it'll be Kinley Arnold, the freshman, off the bench, stepping up and playing some minutes tonight with Macy Smith out. If she can make this free throw, it'll pretty much put this game away. If she cannot make the free throw, Clarke will have the ball if they can actually get the rebound. They'll have 5 seconds. They have no timeouts, and Strasburg does have a foul to give. They've got 3 fouls. So realistically, they could foul and foul again because they're up 3. We'll see how that plays into things here. But Strasburg trying to use one of their best assets to their best advantage here, and that is their free throw shooting. Again, it comes down to Arnold here. If she can get it to go, it would make it a 4-point game. 5.7 seconds to go here in the fourth. And Kyle Williams is not even on the floor for the Eagles, which is shocking. Free throw is good. Arnold drains the second. 5 seconds to go, a 4-point game. Clarke takes the shot. It's no good, and Strasburg storms back in the second half to defeat the Clarke County Eagles by a final score of 46-42. The Rams complete the comeback after trailing by 11 points at halftime. The Rams win it without their star player, Macy Smith. And the Rams are moving on to the Bull Run District Championship, as it'll be played right here on Friday night as they'll be hosting the Page County Panthers. Strasburg comes back to win it tonight, 46-42, defeating the defending Class II state champs for the 3rd time this season. Rams are victorious. We'll be back to recap it right after this. You've been listening to the Bull Run District Tournament right here on Valley Sports Radio. And welcome back to Strasburg as the Strasburg girls with a second half masterpiece to come back and stun the Clarke County Eagles tonight by a final of 46-42. Strasburg got off to an awful start in this game as they were trailing 7-0 in the first quarter and actually down 10 at the end of the quarter, 16-6. They started to make some inroads in the second quarter before Clarke was able to finish off the second with an 11-point lead as they led by 11 at the half. And then in the third, Strasburg really started to find their groove. They actually got it down to 1, but could not tie or take the lead as Kaya Williams for the Eagles went down and made 2 threes on consecutive possessions to get the lead back up for the Eagles. But in the fourth, things really started to turn around for the Rams as they got back within 1 and then tied it before taking the lead and never looking back as they complete the comeback to win it tonight, 46-42. Leading the way tonight for Strasburg, Hannah Mariner and Emily Garrell, both with 12 points. Hannah Mariner, tonight's MVP. She made some clutch shots. She was making shots when Strasburg looked dead to rights and kept them in this game. She also had some big rebounds, and what a job for Mariner. Also, Garrell, a great job as always. She was 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Also, a couple of field goals made. Rest of the scoring for the Rams, Kinley Arnold, 8 points tonight off the bench. Fantastic job by her stepping up and scoring some points for the Rams. Addison Morgan started tonight for the Rams. She had 8. And Jaden Stinnett with 6 for Strasburg. For Clarke County, Elena McCavish paced the Eagles. She had 21. Kaya Williams, she had a pretty quiet 8 points tonight. Haley Foltz with 5. Celine Good with 4. Devin Simmons McDonald with 2. Bailey Beard and Cadence Roberts, both with a point each. Again, here in tonight's Bull Run District semifinals, Strasburg without Macy Smith, victorious over the Clarke County Eagles, 46-42. Again, the Central Falcons lost tonight to the Page County Panthers 54-51, meaning the stage is set on Friday night here in Strasburg as the Strasburg girls will host the Page County Panthers, and I expect we'll have coverage of that game. It should be a 7:30 start. The JV game will be at 6, and the varsity Bull Run District Championship at 7:30. It'll be Strasburg and Page County. Again, we want to thank our sponsors tonight: Frog's Garage, Wholesome Foods, Wholesome Butcher, Kern Motor Company, First Bank, Criswell of Woodstock, Rockingham Co-op of Strasburg, and Edinburgh Motors. Great game tonight, great comeback, and great resilience by the Strasburg Rams as they up their season record to 21-3. Meanwhile, Clarke falls to 16-8. Again, head over to valleysportsradio.com later tonight and tomorrow. We'll have updates, game report, and our upcoming schedule for the Bull Run District Tournament and regionals, as that will get started next week. Thank you for joining us here tonight for Game 2 of our doubleheader in the Bull Run District Tournament. The Strasburg girls victorious by a final score of 46-42. We'll look forward to talking to you again on Friday night right here from Strasburg. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for joining us. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for Valley Sports Radio.